farm the enemy Krugs, as Owner's doing the same.
Owner coming up here, though, to look for Morgan, actually. Walks away from the Krugs.
Yeah. For a little bit more, bouncing on the head, but the stun comes in, and the flash will not be enough, and Owner gets out of 3 or so minutes. He's kind of just been hanging around the top side, not getting much done, as we do have a 2v2 coming in here. Vista just going to flash away from this one. You can see the poke damage is coming out in spades, and Gumayusi just hiding there on bush. Just waiting as Owner was rotating down, but the damage is there as the Q will force the heal out, and Deft actually flashed forward for that one, so the kick comes in and the Q mixes as Morgan's just gonna die in the solo kill, as now Deft is gonna be able to just walk away from this
against a mini Gnar as we see the teleport commit.
Wow, they're all just ganging up on Deft. They found him there alone, and now he's just dead. And you see that Morgan goes in, gets Zhonya's away from his Mega Gnar into the wall, and now he's just going to die. And T1 are just easily cleaning up the screen.
I mean, you should not be fighting for this as HoNoLife Esports, I don't think. So risky.
Well, they're going to try to force a fight here. Willer with that one, and the Aphelios is going to just steal away the Drake. They are going to get a nice amount of damage on the Keria here, as there is the AoE coming out from Gumayusi. He's just standing his ground and being a turret in his own right. He's able to take down Willer. You can see that Faker is kind of just corralling them all into the river here. He's totally fine. He's Kassadin with Everfrost. Nobody's ever going to be able to lock him down, as he will chase down Morgan. And the rest of everybody else on the side of HoNoLife will be under this turret. As you can see, with the Karma and a full health, full mana Chovy, T1 are weighing their options.
Yeah.
Whether if they actually want to dive this, it seems
trying
like
to do it. You might lose the game right here.
Mega Gnar just goes down, and T1, it looks like they're trying to just charge them. Owner really forcing it here on a Chovy. He dies immediately as the Emperor's Divide is not going to be enough to get Chovy to safety, and here comes Faker over the top. There is just no escape for anybody on the side of HoNoLife now. You can chase for pretty much the entire time they will be alive, as even Keria and Gumayusi here still very healthy and trying to chase down this Varus, which they will get eventually.
Deft is going to get caught here, as you say. No escape. And that's going to be a bunch of extra gold going into Faker's pocket, who's now, I believe, different scenario where Kana wouldn't be able to just walk up to a Gnar and say, your time here is done.
No Mega Gnar. Morgan's just dead.
Yeah.
I mean, he will flash, actually, and Kana doesn't have flash, but he is cannon, so
just rush his way in.
He's not able to get that auto, actually. Another lightning rush, and it looks like the hop is not off cooldown here. They don't even need to commit anything to it. It's just Gumayusi goes down there, and let's see. We got the Sorelli as they know it's all Chovy or nothing, and they kick him into the team. He's able to shuffle his way out of this one, but fortunately that does mean that the rest of his team is kind of left alone, as Faker does take a lot of damage, you can see here, but he's able to survive and back away.
Kana has a really nice angle here, actually. If HoNoLife Esports decided to keep pushing mid, he could have just gone over the wall there and slicing Maelstrom them. They do not commit. They're going to start the Baron as HoNoLife Esports still have this Mega Gnar.
Chovy, he teleported back in, so HoNoLife really trying to make a stand here, but Faker,
they see him
on vision. You can see he's trying to get away now. The Gnar into the wall. Again, it's level 16 Kassadin. He flashes in, takes a ton of damage, actually, but that Zhonya's is perfect, and there's the second one, and he will survive. And all this focus on Faker, of course, Gumayusi is still
slicing Maelstrom. Didn't need to use it.
That's insane. And you can see that Willer will just be taken down too. And the Baron is free here for T1, but taking it slow.
Kana's like, can I press R? Can I press R?
Yeah, just waiting for their moment, and there it is. Nice Gnar away from the team as Owner just laughs at Chovy, flashes over the Emperor's Divide and says, thank you very much, we'll take game number one. And that is going to be a utter stop here in game number one, T1. As now Morgan will be flanked here. No ult, no problem, says Kana. We got another fight here as Faker takes way too much damage.
Harold, this is what is the strength of T1 is their macro decision making. They see an opportunity, they see a push there in the bottom side, and they just go for a Herald steal and they get away with it.
That was really cool. He used his W for the speed boost to get in range so that he could ult him, and he knew that the dash was down on the soldier. Now Chovy has flash, elects not to use it until now. Is it on time? He knows he has the Zilean, and here it is, but it's still 3v1 as the damage not quite coming out. He's going to get the kill onto Oner, actually.
You almost kill Chovy. You're not successful, but you don't end up getting traded back onto us.
Oh, man. That shockwave's going to land, and Faker doesn't quite have the cooldowns. Down he goes again. Another solo kill. Way if you don't have your flash available. So that flash is going to be even more quintessential here for the side of Chovy and Deft. These relatively immobile carries.
Speaking of flash.
Yeah, he's being chased, and over the wall comes Oner. Morgan with that nice little speed boost going to get flashed on, and the damage comes in, and he's just going to get chopped down. Too much to handle as here comes Faker. You can see Chovy waits to flash, and that will be your doom. Has the res coming in, though. Deft will go down, and the res will not be enough. He will go down here to Gumayusi, who is now excited and chasing all of them down one by one. Rocket not going to get anything done here. Morgan.
They have a cannon with slicing Maelstrom. It's going to be hard to engage.
Oh, man. It's great the Zap came in. They're trying to just burst down Willer, but he will get rezzed here by the Zilean. They have to use that res very early on. And now it is just a straight up 5v5. A lot of damage, a lot of poke coming out here from Chovy, who is just incredibly fast. The Chomper's going to be good to zone him, and Deft, he doesn't have his flash, and there's no res available. And just like that, Azir is the most dangerous champion on the Rift. As nobody can approach him now, they zone him away. Chovy, no flash for him either. And he will try to get some damage in, but it will not be quite enough as the flash is coming in, and Oner is just taking names here. As down will go the Zilean.
That's a Baron.
A huge fight wins here, if you catch my drift. I mean,
Chovy, you got one chance. Gotta have to be now.
Hey, they're gonna get Oner into the wall, but immediately Morgan just dies. And that's the Wallets and the Infernal Drakes speaking there. They're just gonna zone them all out. You got your res, but as we said before, it does nothing when you're behind. Hanwha are going to be totally cleaned up. Even
kill the Baron. And now they are on match point. First time since 2019. I've watched this 3 times now, Valdez.
Yeah.
Kana hits level 4. Teleport comes through.
Wow.
Deja vu.
Okay, well, this is proactivity. If you're looking for something to happen, it's Chovy teleporting to the top lane at 3 minutes and 45.
As simple as a teleport works out.
Kana's going for the kill. He's going to land the stun. The Q should be off cooldown soon. Look at all those minions doing damage. But for some more opportunities, they're going to get the flash here out of Keria. Looking now for the stun out of the Viego. They will land it. The shield will go into Willer. Do they have the damage? It's the question. This Leona is so tanky. They're turning it around. And Keria alongside of Gumayusi. They're looking to get him super fed. There's the double kill. Keria, but you can see that Willer's not able to get into the pit, and so they're just going to call off the play. Kana looking to extend this for T1. The stun not going to land. Morgan flashes away. We have Keria caught down in the river, though. Might go down here to Chovy, but he's just so tanky. I don't know how he keeps living for this long, but it's incredible. The slicing Maelstrom comes in, and, well, I guess he tried, but at this point in time, you're so far behind, probably shouldn't have gone for that play. As here's Oner, looking for a bit more, just stepped under the turret, and Vista has to flash away. Willer trying to get in there, but he might just get danced on again as he gets stunned up, and Gumayusi.
Chovy playing in play-ins for so long. We did get that one, but you want to skip that as Hanwha Esports, and it doesn't look possible now.
It's going to land it. And there you go. He's got the hijack Temper's Divide, and Kana with no flash, no lightning rush. He is just dead as Chovy gets another kill. Wow. Yeah.
Let's watch this again.
It's kind of like game 1, but even more extreme.
Like, you're already at half health before you actually connect with your Vanguard's Edge. Watch Morgan realize in the middle of this exchange. We're talking about this game being over right now.
Absolutely. Well, Oner's just going to go ahead and get a nice little face check in, and down he will go. So that's a nice start here for the side of Hanwha. Keria now getting run down. Not quite enough damage, though. Deft is able to shell from very far away. That True Shot barrage goes entirely wide as Gumayusi trying to follow up on the damage. But here's Chovy. It's the Wraith boss of Hanwha. He's able to get pretty deep, but it is Ezreal, after all, who is able to heal and sidestep the damage. But Hanwha finally finding a little bit of a foothold here.
Keria is ready to re-engage. You got to respect this. As Hanwha, they're going to get the turret.
Oh, no. He forward. I mean, he arcane shifted forward, and then he immediately just got flash stunned, and he wasn't able to flash out of that one. And part of the reason he was doing that was because his team was following up. As the double teleport comes in, and Jovi's looking for another kill. He's going to pick up one more on Takaria.
You're ever going to get as a Sylas in this mid game. This is a huge spike for him, and he has to hit it right now.
Yep, exactly. He's gearing up for this fight. Memes aside, he is putting everything on this next one. Let's see what he can do. He's getting a lot of damage done in on Takaria already. Oh, and he nearly went in on that one. Might have been a mistake if he actually did.
And there's not enough follow-up just yet. If he does go in on that, that could have actually been disastrous, so he's probably pretty happy that doesn't happen.
Oh, another stun. In goes Keria, but again, where's the follow-up from T1? It's not there. Kana dies. And now Keria's isolated. Down he will go. And how will life? Now you've got this. You can see that even Kana himself, he's using his abilities, trying to dodge everything. The slicing maelstrom. Is the damage enough? Yes, it is, as the stun comes in.
First time that he decided to go for the 1v1 was a long time ago. The second time was...
Oh, no. God, this is dead. Down he will go. Jovi collects number 4.
It's the plan all along is to say, okay, Kana, you're free to side lane. So Chovy can come in and sweep up the kill.
Teleport's and committed. Look at this. They've trapped him. The root comes in on the Gumayusi. He's Ezreal, but who cares? Down he goes. And Faker's not even part of the fight. He's getting 1v1 by Morgan. And 2 teleports is all that Hanwha need. Jovi's level 16, and they will take the Baron.
And this is still... yeah, he never used that stopwatch.
Oh, Deft is maybe just dead here, but he's got a stopwatch too. Down he will go, and now the TP's coming in. Jovi gets the one, and the Crescent Guard steal is huge. As now Willer comes in, and the rest of the team, the time is bought for Jovi to have his team follow up, and everybody on the side of T1 minus Gumayusi, who did not want part of that fight.
Here's Hanwha Esports, but that was a very risky moment. Willer doesn't have to use his ultimate or flash. They still got a lot of mobility.
Oh, there it is. The engage on it. Oh, man. And now that Gumayusi goes down, there's just no hope here on the side of T1.
Had to wait until literally the last possible moment to pull this one out here in our Worlds qualifiers, but he does it.
Kana gonna give it one last go, and the slicing maelstrom is pretty good, but it's not good enough. They are way too far ahead, and even with the backdoor armor coming in here onto the turrets, it's still not enough. The Nexus will fall, and how will
all it takes? Crab Raven his way back to lane. Willer, meanwhile, what?
Okay, yeah, he's just dead. And meanwhile, we do have a 1v1 up on the top side. No stun available for Kana. He's getting run down, but he flashes to Owner. And now there's no flash available for Morgan. We're going to have the knock-up come through here as he's trying to get it, but actually he can't get that third hit. We're not really able to do much there. Now Owner's on vision, and here we go. The Crescent Guard looking to save him. He doesn't want to have to flash, but he will be forced to use that summoner. As a one-on-one up on the top side, the stun comes in, but Morgan trying to fight this one out. A couple autos more could do it, and the flash will not save Kana. And this... Oh, here we go. And now you've got Carry up on the top side. How about we add in Faker? Even a two-shot barrage. Like, God, the guy got one kill. Yeah, Deft is already going back to the mid lane, just looking to push back this wave. So T1 give it up. The teleports are coming in. Even a Chain of Corruption. And now they're going in onto Owner, but the charm is here. And Deft will survive. The engage does not work under the turret. Now they're trying to get on top of Willer here. They will at least get that. But still, it's a 2-for-1 in favor of Hanwha. Now Faker going incredibly deep here, as the stun is going to be mistimed, but it doesn't matter. He will be able to flash away. But the poke is already coming out.
And Kana, there's nowhere for him to flank to. He's just going to have to look for this one straight up.
He has flash. He should have his rocket belt, but you can see, here we go. The flash comes in, immediate cleanse from the side of Deft, and the engage from Vista is huge. Knocks up both Kana and Gumayusi.
Morgan's on the other side.
And T1 desperate to try to stop the Ocean Soul, and they will, but into the back line goes Owner, actually doing a ton of damage here, and Deft is kind of left out all alone. And somehow T1 are trying to fight this one back. The stopwatch timings are huge, as Gumayusi's still alive, and he should be able to clean up the rest of this fight. T1 somehow
This could be game winning. Okay, they do have that ward there. They spot him. That's massive.
And Chovy, he knows. I mean, there's nowhere for him to go. He has the flash, and he actually gets a nice amount of range onto himself. Oner not able to get the damage done onto this Orianna. And you can see Faker, he's desperate now to fight this one, but they will not win it. As yes, the Ezreal will live, but
time by T1's design, because they were playing very greedy, you can make this play. And yes, it looks like they're going to give up control of this Drake, but again, it's only the second for T1. And as I say that,
no Hurricane shifts. Can they get the knock up? No, it's going to be Gumayusi. Denies the Ocean Soul.
That's pretty massive. You'll take a flash for that.
Compared to the Varus. The Varus poke comes in. This is a very deep teleport coming in here from Kana.
He's so far away. They could just collapse on him.
He's going to go in, and the charm comes in. He gets the Slicing Maelstrom off, but it only catches the support. Faker, though, gets a massive Emperor's Divide straight onto the two carries of Hanwha Life, but it doesn't seem to matter. Willer is here, Morgan's here, they're trying to fight it back. The big flawless duet comes in, and Willer is getting the resets now somehow, but it's not going to be enough, and Faker lives with just about 50 health. I can just solo this down, but Willer is in position for the potential steal. He's just going to ult over the wall. But do they have the damage output onto this objective? As it's going to be Rakan! Vista takes down the objective. They get the Ocean Soul. But look at Faker. He's just doing free deal from the bush. Not quite able to get over the wall, though, as now they're going to get the flash out of Gumayusi and Hanwha Life.
The big story is the kills that come through afterwards. And Hanwha Life Esports are looking to bring us to a game 5 here off this push.
Where did he go? Down goes the Ezreal, and down will go the Xin Zhao. Keria trying his best to just delay as much as possible, but Kana up in 3 seconds. Can he pull it off? He doesn't have Slicing Maelstrom. I think we're just going to go straight into a game number 5. Hanwha Life Esports, they do not want to deal with play-ins. They don't want to play into the memes of Chovy.
With this Orianna. And it's a very similar game. Will we see the early Drake take, as Oner is actually going to invade here?
They know he's here. And here comes Willer. He's going to land that stun. Well, he tried to, but here comes Morgan now. They saw him into the jungle, and Oner's going to get punished.
So greedy. And
I really loved that ward from Morgan on the top side. It's now flash engaged, but Oner is here. It's a 3-on-3, but the damage on the Guma is maybe too much. They get the kill, trade it back for the Alistar, and now the TP coming in. Faker's level 5, but the damage is still going to be enough. A double kill will be given over to Oner, as now Keria looking for a little bit more, as Daft is up against 3 low health members.
That
but doesn't
auto on the turret, not able to make that happen for the SPAC now, unfortunately, as you mentioned, but teleport coming through here from Chovy.
Yeah, this is Chovy, and even Willer's here as well. The flash available for Kana, but this is an Orianna. You're not getting away from this one, and down will go Kana, looking to maybe get more plates into this Aphelios.
Hey, this is a really aggressive move here from Oner. Once again, teleport coming through.
Yeah, teleport is in here, as now Keria going very deep into the enemy jungle by himself here. The Aftershock is gone, and that's going to be a stopwatch that will save his life, but only for just a moment. The Slicing Maelstrom is not going to do enough. It's actually Oner that takes down Chovy. That is the biggest part of this fight, as now Deft is all alone on the backside here. Oner looking for a little bit more, as Willer is Viego, but also Aphelios. But also on the left side of the fight. This is the Infernal Drake, so both teams looking to get it. Big chain of corruption once again, and look at that! Willer just walks in and steals it. Amazing that he's able to get that smite down, but here we go. The Slicing Maelstrom is pretty huge, but it's not quite enough damage as a big shockwave follow-up. Willer looking for the fight on the backside, and there it is! Deft is able to land that piercing arrow into the super weak, squishy underbelly of T1 that had taken so much damage in the fight. Guma trying to get the root down. He will get the one. And more pokes are coming out, and Chovy's trying to 1v3.
Down on gold. Well, they're keeping the tempo, again, alive here. Don't want to give T1 2 Drake.
Oh, Keria, but instant flash comes in from Deft. And the Chains of Corruption, and Keria, he's just
on the wrong side of this fight.
He's going the wrong way. He's like, oh, I thought we were blue side. We were blue side for 4 games, and now Oner's super deep in there, and the damage comes out from Willer, and this gigantic Viego is on the chase. He's looking for more. We got Mr. 200 Years on the opposite side. Gumayusi trying to make it go, but Vista gets it going, and Faker is trying to 1v4 now, and he will be able to. He's creating the front line for Gumayusi on the Aphelios, and he's going to keep this fight alive.
Jovi's just barely going to get out of here. It looks like Faker still doesn't have his dash just
He'll
yet.
have it.
There it is.
Yep. And no dissonance, no mana here. He's got a Crab Rave, but he doesn't have a life anymore. There's a way for him to potentially get in, but it's not going to be quite as miraculous as the Infernal Drake Seal, and in fact,
he's going to go down here.
He's got a Blast Plant, so...
Your other favorite thing.
he's going to eventually die. But heroic effort, I guess, but still it's massive for T1. The Azir and the Aphelios live, and Kana's got to be careful. As Corruption on the teleport plate earlier on. Here's Chovy again, and you know what?
Faker greedy.
Yeah. Vista around the back here. He does have his flash, but Vista's just like, no, I know you have flash. We'll just wait for that. Doesn't even bother to use it. And that kill goes into the pockets of Chovy. As
you know, keeping this gold deficit fairly small.
Morgan, by the way, he teleported to the top lane for, I'm really not sure what reason. Maybe he thought he was getting dove and he wanted to escape. That's my best bet. As now we're trying to get on top of Gumayusi here, and Deptus is going to die. Vista extends so deep, and Gumayusi just laughs at him, and this might just be the way the game ends. Faker's going to survive. Gumayusi will as well, and Willer's all alone up against Owner. He's trying to get resets, but down he will go, and now...
The one to get picked before it all. Morgan has to buy time here. There is a wave coming through for Hanwha Esports.
And Morgan on the Renekton.
See what he can do.
Trying to clear the wave. He has the Gore Drinker, and he will stay alive. And we got respawns coming in here, but
Vista just dies.
The call is to just take down the Nexus, and it looks like T1 will, in fact, secure the third place seed from the LCK